Hello, and welcome to a very special 43rd episode of the Ep43 podcast, live from the newly opened roost on Rayalby. Hey, Sandy.
Hi, Luke. I love the double wave.
Oh, that wave is just so amazing. That's my only wave now. I've just been running around waving at everybody like the whole time.
I love it. I've not even added it to my wheel yet. I should do that.
Yeah, I just did it.
There's just been so much stuff happening, so much stuff going on. The direct was so overwhelming, but then it was nothing compared to that update. Getting dropped a day early as well.
Yeah. Amazing. It's been quite a week. So I guess it's fair to say you've put in a little bit of playtime this last week.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have. It felt like I was back when it first got released, and you're just squeezing every extra minute or spare minute that you have playing.
Totally. You look like you're sporting something newly updated. Is that a Harriet hairstyle I spy?
Yes, it is. I'm not sure. No, nice. They don't have names, but
I like it.
Yeah, it's a bit like, I don't know. Reminds me of Princess Leia, but it's not as high buns, but it's just like little plait things.
Little,
side of my head and some bangs.
Yeah, it looks great. You guys all got really nice hairdos from her. When I got my first haircut, it was not very pleasing.
So did you refuse it? Did you change it back when she had, or did you keep it for a day?
I kept it for an hour or so.
I know she only limits you to one a day, but as you've got the mirrors there, so you can always just change it if you're not happy with it.
Oh, I haven't been back to it yet, so I haven't tried it again. But I've been taking it pretty slow, trying to savour all the new content. This is my first cup of coffee with a friend in Brewster's, although I've been popping in on my own every day, but it's great to be here with you having a coffee, and nice to share it with all our viewers.
Yeah, I love this. I'm so glad that this has been brought into the game with Brewster, and being able to do it with your friends as well. Have you invited any old friends?
Yeah, I did a couple of amiibo. I didn't invite anyone old. I just picked a couple of random amiibo that I had lying around. So I think Rossetti was the first one, because I wasn't even sure if he would work because he doesn't have a model in the game. But it was amazing when he came. That was really, really great. And I loved all of his new dialogue. It was really good fun. And then I had Kiki. I think because I'd still been running around in my Halloween Kiki's delivery costume. And I had Kiki's amiibo around from when we did that.
The Halloween.
Halves Island. So, yeah. And she was saying, I love this island. I'd love to move here. So it got me wondering whether you might be able to invite people from the roost as well as the campsite in the future.
Oh, that's interesting. So do you think if you invited the same one back?
3 times, yeah, because she said, invite me back here again, please. But she also was hinting that she'd like to come and live here.
Oh.
Now, I haven't read anything at all about the update or anything that happens when you unlock the future, like through time travelling or whatever. So I'm sure that people already know the answer to some of these things that I might be speculating about today, but I'm going to try inviting her back a couple of times and seeing what happens.
Oh yeah, you'll need to keep us updated. That would be good.
How about you? Have you had any friends over to the roost yet?
I haven't. I have had nobody, and I've had visitors, but no, I've not used any amiibos yet. Are you going to get any new villagers in with the new amiibos that were released?
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for some in the post today, so we'll see. But I did already invite a few of the new characters to my pocket camp, just to kind of like check them out and see how they were. I got Marlowe and Cephalobot and Ione as well. I mean, they're all amazing, so I almost certainly will invite someone new. I'm a little bit worried about what might happen if I have a Sherb amiibo, because I've always kind of had my eye open to invite Sherb to my island. But I kind of feel like he might be he might be a keeper.
Right.
So I'm not sure whether I want to invite him so early on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it'd be hard to let him go, and obviously you can get more other people first.
I was wondering about how you invite your villagers to come for coffee if you don't have their amiibo. But so far I haven't seen that that's a thing.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that maybe you would just walk in one day. You know, they like to walk about the museum. I was just thinking they were going to be sitting in there having a coffee, but I've not seen any of my villagers in there.
Oh, that's probably what it'll be.
So I don't know, maybe if that just kicks in after a few visits.
Yeah.
Because I've been time travelling a bit, but I said to you before, it was only to move bridges and houses the night. But so I haven't been visiting Brewster every day, because I don't want to rush through and lock in certain aspects of his gameplay.
Sure.
So I've only visited them the same amount as everyone else, so I'm not sure if you do unlock more things. I'm still waiting for my to-go coffee as well. So
I am constantly amazed at how much of a grumpy old pigeon he is. This is the first time I've sat down in this seat and he hasn't told me to get out, apart from when I've invited the amiibo.
Yeah, I was just about to say, what is that with the reserved seating? For all the time I sit at that counter, no one comes in and takes up those seats. I surely could have had a nice, comfier seat.
Yeah, right. I like his optimism, but he's not exactly buzzing, is he?
Yeah, I think it's a ruse to get you to sit next to him. I think he's a wee lonely old bird, and you're saying he's grumpy. I think he's just lonely, and that's why it takes you a wee bit to warm up to him, or he warm up to you, because he's just maybe not used to all this company. That's my take on it.
Oh, that's a nice way of looking at it.
Although he does run a coffee shop, and coffee is very popular, so he should be in contact with a lot of people. But then, all this to-go coffee, people might just come in and go and not sit around and chat.
And this hectic lifestyle on the island, people are just popping in and out. But if you say that, he doesn't even let you stay sitting at the counter for very long. As soon as you've had your coffee, he's like, great, get out. And also he encourages you to drink it while it's still way too hot. So...
Do you do it though? Or do you say, no, I need to cool?
Yeah, it depends. I normally let it cool. But if I've got a busy day, then I'll just, gulp it down. Just like in real life, I guess.
No, I love it here.
And most days that I've come in, I've made myself a coffee in real life and come and sat down and drunk both at the same time. It's been really nice.
Is this before or after your stretching? That's if you've done the stretching yet.
Yeah, I missed yesterday because I just forgot, but I've done stretching every day. And I like to do my stretching before I have my coffee.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
The stretching is so cute. I was wearing the Nook Ink leotard for quite a few days after I got that in the post.
I've not put that on yet. I've been, I had a wand outfit made because I think there's a new athletic shirt outfit. I think it looks a bit like if you're running it, it's got a number on the back, so I don't know if it's football or marathon or whatever. It's got a number thing on the back.
Yeah.
So I've been wearing that. I made a wand outfit for that.
Cool.
Otherwise, I've just been running about my farmer's overalls.
I popped this coat on because I feel like it's getting a bit autumnal and it's getting a bit more chilly, but I think my wand is still got all my Halloween costumes on it. I just don't get where you start. There's so many things to do. I can't divide up my time enough. I think what's ended up happening is I just have kind of shut down a bit and just gone back to basics, and I've just been doing things like pottering around, digging up my fossils, just in case there might be something else hidden there, and like picking my mushrooms, shaking the trees, doing all that kind of gifting my villagers, the very kind of basic, simple stuff that's just a bit more easy to get your head around.
Yeah.
I have been trying to like do some of the new stuff every day as well, though. Like you said, the stretching, that's just so cute. It's made me realise that I'm pretty like badly coordinated, or either that or like my little character doesn't really match what I'm doing in real life. I can't figure out which. I think it might be a bit of both.
Oh yeah, because you've got the Joy-Cons. Yeah, I've not
Yeah.
got Joy-Cons because I've got the light, but I'm never in time with
No.
everyone. In the moments that I am, usually I think it was Tom Nook that was beside me. I think I was in time with him, but then other people weren't in time with us. So it's just a bit of fun. I love it.
Yeah, it's still fun to do. I like it.
I suppose I'd probably appreciate it more if I did like the Joy-Cons as well. Although maybe that would get maybe that put you off doing it. Or have you been quite enjoying doing it?
Yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I'm not sure how accurately it can figure out what you're doing, though, to be honest. But yeah, that's fun.
What was the first thing you did at the update?
Oh, the first thing was having like waded through the pile of letters that you get, and Isabel's little thing. I had a visit from Ketchup like immediately after turning my game on, which was just the best thing ever. I went into my house and had a knock at the door, and it was little Ketchup. She brought me an orange as a present and said she just wanted to come and hang out, so she sat in my main room, read a magazine for a bit, then we played a game. And that was it. It's lovely.
Yeah, I had Sheldon pop by my house first.
That's great.
And it was nice, and then they literally just sat in the middle of the floor and did nothing for a while.
Oh, he needs a little break from his exercise, so that's great.
But how easy is that game? The high-low game. I wish they played that at the campsite.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
So was that the first thing that happened when you updated as well then?
Yeah.
But
I
must
was-
be set.
I was
That's one
going
of the early things.
I was going to get to the big mistake I made. That's why I asked you what was the first thing you did, because me, who has been harping on about Brewster for a year, did not go to see
Yeah.
Blathers first.
Oh no.
So I went to see Cap'n first because I knew Brewster wasn't going to be there like that
Oh,
morning. So I've
no.
just went round the island, and I've just went round to Cap'n, went on my Nook Mile thinking I'm great, and then went to see Blathers, and he's like, yeah, you'll find Brewster on a Nook Mile island. A Cap'n Island. So I've ran back to Cap'n. He's like, yep, no, one a day.
Oh no. Oh, that's awful.
That was my lesson learned.
I like that it's limited to one a day, because I think else I would have just been going back and forth on his little boat tours all the time, but that's a pretty harsh way to learn that lesson. I'm sad for you.
Yeah. Oh well, I fixed it by time travelling, but I've the next day. But I still ended up catching up with everybody. I had them about the same time as everybody.
I'm loving going on my little Cap'n boat ride every day. I've made time to do that every day and to do a trip over to Halves as well.
Yeah, I've been doing. I know I've done a lot of changes, and I've been collecting a lot of the recipes and some of the new items in other people's islands. But I have been going back to basics a bit, like you said. I have been digging up, not intentionally digging up fossils because I don't need them, but looking for mushrooms and other things. So,
Yeah.
but I've been obviously just adding to like gifting villagers, is going to see Captain and going to Harvard Island. Because I love Harvard Island, and I don't know if it probably grow a wee bit old because the stock doesn't rotate like until weekly. But I think I still love it. Going to see Harriet for a new hair. Going to Cyrus to get some whatever I've bought in Nooks that day to see if it could get changed.
I haven't been to see them yet. open their shop quite early on, but I haven't had, because I've been trying not to like get all the items really quickly. I haven't felt the need to go and see them. But I've been going and doing a daily visit to Katrina. And I just am so confused about Katrina. Don't really understand what any of that means. And then I went to see Red yesterday and his amazing new raffle, which I think I could waste quite a lot of money at.
Oh, definitely. But hopefully you've got Tortimer at the same time, because I've just basically been doing his raffle, going to my storage, back to do the raffle and filling up my storage.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I can do that. I haven't filled my pockets that much yet. I got the melon cheesecake cone yesterday, which just is a very enticing prospect. Is that like an ice cream but with cheesecake instead of ice cream? Or is it like cheesecake flavoured ice cream?
No, I think it's cheesecake flavoured ice cream.
Okay.
Although on that one there's two different. So is it melon ice cream and cheesecake ice cream?
Oh, I thought it was melon cheesecake.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, but now I was thinking, because the cones look different, the little balls of ice cream, I'm sure.
Oh, well, I just gave you one, so you can have a look after. But that's really cool. I didn't know that was going to be a thing. I thought it was going to be like the extended raffle last time we did fireworks. I thought it would have fireworks.
So it'd be now like
also
50.
the boba tea and candy floss and stuff.
Oh, I would have died if that was the case.
I was very excited to see what he had. And I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to go and buy a couple every time I pop over there and see what we get. But just going back to Capin's Islands, first of all, I love listening to his songs. I like his going out song the best, and clapping along is amazing. But I just love the fact that you can get to these islands at different times of day and especially different seasons.
Yeah.
I've already managed to add 3 new bugs to my museum in the last few days.
Oh my goodness.
And caught quite a lot of things for Flick statues as well. So it's been really cool for going out and getting all these interesting new things.
Do you know what? I didn't even think about bugs.
Plus going out and deforesting them for all the wood that you need for all the new DIY recipes.
Yeah, that's that. The bugs haven't even had a chance to land anywhere because I have just destroyed all the trees. I didn't even think about bugs because there's a couple of bugs I want for Flick, so maybe I'll need to add that to my daily list when I visit Capin.
Yeah, I went to a really rainy one last night and got some snails. So I think next time I see Flick, I'm gonna get a snail statue.
Nice. So what do you think about Isabel announcing the visitors now?
Oh, I love it.
Just when you were talking about Flick, because you'll know when to look for them now.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I'm sure that we've talked about this before, but it's something that I always wanted her to do. And when I saw on Sunday, I think Sunday with Daisy May was the first time that she did it. And I was like, that is brilliant. Although I can't, it would be nice if someone told you where Daisy May was so you didn't have to spend 10 minutes running around looking for her. But I think it's just perfect. And it's a really good use of the morning announcements.
Yeah, because they were getting a bit repetitive, and the only one you were got was when the campsite visitor, or if somebody was leaving, there was no anything.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect place for it. So I'm really happy with that. So tell me, I haven't seen many new items yet. I've had a couple of villagers doing some cooking. I think Ursula was making some roast potatoes or baked potatoes or something the other day, but how have you been finding the new items? Have you got a favourite new item?
Do you know what? I have got a favourite item so far. There's so many cool items, and I've got a fair few already, just being able to visit islands. But my favourite is the patchwork quilt chair. I've got it in my house already.
Cool. Okay.
I don't know why I like it so much. It just looks so cosy. It's just I don't know why that's my favourite so far. And there's a couple of cute backpacks as well that I like. But I've not been searching for like the new items. I've just been whatever's come up in the Discord. I'm not actively looking for spoilers, but I'm not caring if I see a new item that I never knew about. But the patchwork quilt chair's my favourite so far. I think there's a full range because I'm sure I got a bed, but I just love the chair so far. And I've got a green one to give to
cool.
Coco because there's a few variations of it. I know she's got quite a basic home, but that green, maybe I'll just sit it out in her garden actually for a wee reading corner. But I think that's my favourite.
I saw that yesterday actually for the first time because it was in the Happy Home house that I was designing.
Right.
But I think that's an item from New Leaf, right?
I think there is similar. Yeah, I don't think you could do as much customisations with it as you can in this one, because Reese can customise, I think it's 8 different variations.
I don't remember collecting it in New Leaf, but I believe that the whole set was one of the older games. Yeah, I don't really know about favourite items yet, but collecting the gyroids is absolutely my favourite thing. I've got like a little display of them in my house.
Oh.
And they're just amazing.
Do you know what? I wasn't really fussed about gyroids either way, because there was just so much, I knew so much was coming in the update. It just wasn't on my, like, something that I was really looking forward to in comparison to other things. But oh my god, they're so cute. So you've got a wee collection. I've got a wee collection just outside my door of the house because that's where my wee gyroid place is, where I dig them up.
Same.
But they're so cute.
Yeah.
Have you customised any yet?
I haven't, but I have got 3 of the same type, just randomly. They're all different. They're all different colours.
Right.
The Clackoid, I think it is, the one that looks like it's made up of lots and lots of different layers. It kind of looks like a bit of a child's toy, you know, like the one where you have the stick up the middle and you slot the different sized things on top. Kind of looks a bit like that.
Right.
And it moves from side to side and makes a kind of clacky noise. And I've got 3 different colours of them. He's one of my favourites, actually. Although I do like the bubble guy as well.
Oh, I don't know all the names of mine. I only know one name I can remember, and it's Wallopoid or something like that. And it's just hilarious. I'm going to need to put a video on somewhere.
Oh, cool.
It's got these kind of long arms, and they're just like they're just like flying about, and it's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I think is that the one that looks a little bit like Jake from Adventure Time?
Oh, it might do actually.
Because his arms are all kind of thin and wobbly.
I've got like a brown one, so yeah, maybe you could customise them to look more like Jake. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's the one. I just remember that one because I actually had to pick it up again to see the name again, just so I knew what one it was, because I just thought it was hilarious. So I'm going to need to think of somewhere to display them, because right now they're cluttering, they're growing exponentially, because I've been doing the Nook Mile, not the Nook Mile Islands, the Cap'n Islands with my second character as well, just for materials, and obviously I've been digging up a gyroid every time. So you can use your other characters if you are looking for materials. Like, I've just used so much wood.
I hadn't even thought of that. That's great. Yeah, I might have to do that.
And also the extra recipe that comes with it as well.
Although, to be honest, I can barely keep up with the amount of time it takes for me to just do all those things, let alone go and do a second tour. But that's a good idea for getting extra gyroids. They're amazing. I don't really have a plan for what I want to do with them yet. I guess they work really well next to like music players because they dance along to the music.
I haven't placed any music next to mine. Going to need to do that, but I've just, as I said earlier, I have kind of destroyed my island a bit.
Yeah, you said about this. I saw one picture of you with like just surrounded by chopped down trees.
Yeah.
But that's it. What have you been doing?
Oh, do you know what? There's just so many new items, and I was thinking I want, like the ATM the storage shed, and I just wanted a wee area at the start of my island that was, but it looks nice because there is so many new like outdoor trees and wall fences and things.
Right.
I don't know what ones I'm going to use yet. I've no idea what ones I'm going to use. I just know I'm going to change it up a bit. So I just went ahead and flattened my entrance and moved all the houses where the first little complex of houses, like where Blair's was, a flower well, it's now Caesar's and Barreled.
Yeah.
I've moved all those houses to the beach, and then I'm just going to move them back gradually into a place where I want them.
So they've got a temporary home on the beach.
Yeah, but that means if everybody's going to be back on land, there's not going to be any houses on the beach.
So what are you thinking for when you're moving them back in?
I've already, I've moved Scoots. So Scoot's been on the beach since he came to Lochram,
right.
but he's my first one back, and I'm going in the process of moving Jay's house down beside them, and I'll just have them a wee gym out the front.
Cool.
Because they're both jocks. Although I've got Scoot's photo. Actually, I got another Scoot's photo this week. So I've got 2 Scoot's photos now.
Really?
Yeah, which was so weird.
Yeah, that's really quick for 2 photos.
Yeah, so normally, I suppose that time travelling has got something to do with it, but I'm not that far ahead. But normally, when I'm time travelling, I always use that opportunity to just gift maybe the ones that I don't have photos of.
Right, yeah.
Just to save time. But I've been gifting everyone again.
Aww.
Because they've been giving me new items and new clothing. So it's nice to see. Although I like visiting other islands and touching things, cataloguing things, it's nice when you get a new thing from a villager. So
definitely.
I think that's speeded up the photos because Coco also gave me 2 photos this week.
Yeah. Coco gave you 2 photos?
2 photos this week, yeah.
So you've got 3 Coco's photos?
Yep.
I think I got 2 from Coco in the end. I think I've had 2 from Poppy, Biscuit and Cherry. But then they've been on my island for like over a year, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's the only other second photo I got was for Tabby, but that's only because she's the only other permanent in Coco. But
oh, that's cool.
So I'm looking forward to doing that, and that's why I haven't done much Happy Home Paradise.
Well, you're kind of doing Happy Home, but on your own island.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
So that's nice. You're moving their houses back and giving them like fancy new gardens and using the new items and stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, so
that's cool.
I never played Happy Home Designer, so although I love this, I'm going to, I really, really want to spend time on Happy Home Paradise because all the new stuff that you can do in it. But I just want to, I'll keep that for when I've got a time to go and do that, and I'm not trying to squeeze it in, try to do all the other things like going and visit camping and doing halves and getting the new stuff and decorating. So I'd rather just be able to take my time with that, which is a good thing because I think it'll just give me, the game is going to last a lot longer now with all this new stuff. Even though I've been caught up with getting the new items like on the Discord, I still want to take it slow in some aspects.
Sure.
But I've been excited to see everyone's pictures. But then, because I've also got a Happy Home Paradise section in the Discord, and then I end up having to mute it. So that's my thing that I don't want spoiled as much.
Right, yeah.
The gameplay sort of thing, like obviously there's an order of where you get, how you get the what villagers and things, and then you're going to have to unlock things as well, so...
Well, there's still things from the direct trailer that we saw that I haven't unlocked, and I think I've done 1 per day.
Right.
I've done 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done 5, so that's about right. That's about 1 per day, isn't it? I'm enjoying the pace that I'm playing it. And one of them, I guess, takes probably the best part of an hour. So that feels like a nice kind of pace to me. And also you see lots of new items when you're doing the designing, because each person's dream home has like a list of their sort of preferred items. That's where I saw the patchwork
Right.
Sofa that you were talking about last night.
Yeah.
So I think that one per day is like a nice pace for seeing lots of new items, learning a new technique, that kind of thing. But I've been absolutely loving it so far. Just brilliant. Really joyful.
I did go to the island, the Happy Home Paradise with my second character I had mentioned earlier, because I wanted some vines and glowing moss.
And that amazing moss, yeah.
So, but I didn't realise it would force me into playing. So, because I wanted that time to spend, I kind of quickly did one on my second character. But I'll definitely spend more time making Eloise a lovely reading room.
It's nice that you can go back and like add a few things once you've unlocked some more items and techniques and stuff.
So, I'm saying I'm not staying away from spoilers, but am I right in saying that you can, after a while, you can decorate villagers' homes on your island? Can you unlock that?
Well, that's what it said in the trailer, in the direct trailer. I haven't got any to that stage yet, so I don't know how far. It did say that you'd need to progress in the game to get to that, so I'm guessing that's a little while in.
Because I was thinking now, like you were saying that you get to see new items, it'd be nice to, if you've got, just say you made Biscuit a house and he's obviously picked maybe new items, it'd be nice to be able to give the new items to him on your island as well.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to making Biscuit's house. It's something that we've talked about in my house a lot already. We did a home for Ketchup because you can invite villagers from your island to go out with you instead of picking the ones that are already there looking for homes. I'm not sure if that makes the tutorial ones kind of take a bit longer, but the second day I gave Ketchup some chocolates and said come on a vacation, and she came out and I made her a tomato paradise that she asked for, and that was really good fun. But we're looking forward to doing Biscuit's house. At one point this week he invited me to come and hang out at his, which was just adorable.
I've not been to another person's house yet, and villagers, and nobody's asked me. They all want to come to my house or give me things.
Well, do you know what it might be? Because when they're thinking about something,
I usually bop them on the head.
You're bopping them on the head with a net, but one of the things that they can think about now is that they want to invite you over.
Do you know what? It took me a couple of days to realise that, because I was ignoring them, but then Sheldon asked to leave when he had a thought bubble. So after he left, I knew I had like a cool down period, so I was speaking to them.
Oh, so Sheldon's left. Did you get a new villager then?
Oh yeah, I've not even spoke about my new village. I've got new villagers. So yeah, Sheldon asked to leave, and I went on a Nook Mile Island, and I think I used 3 tickets. I think I met Ursula in the first one.
Lovely.
And I was going to take, I was just going to take whoever, to be honest, just anybody new, but then I was like, she's still on your island just now. And I was like, so I'll just take somebody that I've not seen before. But I met Candy, the little pink mouse, on I think the 3rd island.
Ah, cool.
So I just thought Sandy and Candy, so I just thought, why not?
Sandy and Candy.
Yeah, I've not got a mouse, and although I've got Pepe's, but she's one that I've not seen, and I don't know anybody that's got Candy yet. So.
No. Oh, that's cool. So she's a peppy mouse called Candy.
Yes, and she's got these cheeks, like really, but to me they don't look like cheeks. They look like big sores on her under her eyes.
Oh no!
But I know it's supposed to be cute. People probably think it's cute, but I just find it quite distracting. But she still is cute. I think the mice are just funny looking, like they're big ears. I love them. I've not had a mouse on the island for a while now.
So what's the house like being a... Did you say she was pink?
She is pink, and her house is actually quite nice. I don't mind it at all. It has got pink furniture in it, but it's not pink walls or pink flooring. And her house is a pale pink, like log cabin.
Okay, cool.
With some blue accents, like blue roof and a blue door, so I used that as an excuse. So I think she's the only one that I've put a new fence on so far.
Oh yeah, I hadn't even thought of the new fences.
So I customised a fence. The pink was just a bit too much. It wasn't the right shade of pink. So I just done a light blue on the lattice fence. Not quite the light blue, but I like it.
To be honest, I took one look in the Nook Miles machine on the first day of the update. Just was like, there's like 20 or 30 new things in here. I can't even just... And then I haven't looked since.
Yeah, do you know what? I did that after I think I went to Captain's Island, and then I'd like unlocked all the like the hairstyles, the recipes, all those kind of things, and then I had to go and I had to put the Switch down. I was like, it was so draining.
Yeah, it's like that'll be there another day. That can wait for the future. Yeah.
But because I think I originally went on there to get the new reactions, and because I think that was the first thing I did, so then by the time I'd went through everything, I'd actually forgot all about the reactions. I think it was like hours or maybe the next day that I forgot. When I was on somebody's island, that they were doing the new reactions, and I was like, oh my god, what have I been doing? And I've even got to do a double wave.
Yeah, it took me quite a few days to get around to putting the new ones on my wheel, but they're all new now. But double wave is definitely the best. I like the bopping. I'm a little bit disappointed that my character can't bop in time with the music like the villagers do. But to be perfectly honest, that probably is a better reflection of real life than if I was dancing in time. So I don't mind. I still love doing it. If I see them doing it, I run up to them and start bopping alongside them, and it makes me so happy. This has been just such a super joyful, filled week.
Yeah, it was like released again, all over again.
Yeah. It's basically like a brand new game, isn't it? Like we said last time.
Like even without the happy...
Yeah.
Although that seems to me that's like a different game. Like even just with all the new things, it's so much. I think with the cooking aspect, that's quite a bit to that. I suppose once you've got all the crops and you've got all your ingredients and recipes, it's not as big a deal. But right now, there's so much to that.
You've just reminded me, I haven't even planted any of the crops that I bought from Leaf yesterday.
Oh my goodness. What, you've not planted any crops at all, or just...
I planted... Somebody sent me some in the post, which I planted a couple of days later and have completely forgotten about until this minute. But they're probably ready now, I think. They take, 3 days? Same as a pumpkin?
Yeah. There are different stages, yeah.
Right, we'll have to go and have a look. So I might have some sugar ready. But yeah, I bought some other things from Leaf when he arrived at halves, and just that's in my storage. Completely forgot that was the thing. I'll have to replace some of the pumpkins with some new veggies.
I had got some for friends, and I had just literally planted them randomly around the island because the update dropped the day earlier. I had planned to use that Thursday to clear up all my Halloween decorations and re-landscape that area. I managed to get all my decorations up before the update dropped, but I hadn't got rid of my paths or anything to replace them with like little fields. But now I've got my farm sorted.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Got that.
I loved the pictures of you in your little farming outfit. I think the farmer's overalls. Is that what they're called? Or are they just... Yeah,
farmer's overalls.
They're such an amazing dress-up item. They're one of my favourites. I love the little dungaree shirt combo. It's brilliant.
Yeah, all my villagers keep commenting on them.
Yeah. Cool.
Because that's, I don't know, but they're not being cheeky about it actually, because usually when you wear the same outfit a few times, they make comments, but they've just been saying that they look good.
Oh, you have to send over some photos of your farm. Can't wait to check that out. I might do a big renovation eventually to include a bit of a farm, permanent farmland. So did you have any other new movements this week?
Oh yeah, I've got Dina, the little duck.
Aww.
She was in my campsite.
Oh, amazing.
I'd actually nearly forgot about her because the announcement, obviously get an announcement in the morning, but I think there was another announcement
There's been a lot of announcements
at that time. Yeah. And then obviously there's so much stuff to do, like in the wee daily chores, so I just forgot all about it until I think somebody mentioned on the Discord that they had a visitor. So I ran off to the campsite and I was glad I did.
That's so cute. She's great. Who did she replace?
So she, I think the second time around, she picked Rocco.
No, okay, cool.
I think she picked Portia first.
Oh,
And I didn't really want to get rid of a Grumpy for a sweet, because I've no other Grumpies, Crankies. Oh no, I've got Caesar now. That's fine.
Dina has a lovely house, right? She's got the music house.
Yeah, I've come in there a couple of times and she'd do this little play along with the musical instruments. I was quite surprised by that. I don't know, I think I was expecting her to have that normal sweet house that I love. That I always moan about when the sweets have like really basic houses, but hers is quite interesting.
Oh, you have to send some pics over. That's cool.
Yeah, but unlike all the other villagers, she's just got stuck on the beach just now. So I'm looking forward to doing all the new villagers' houses, as well as my old ones, because we all the new furniture pieces.
It's great. There's gonna be some amazing new designs coming out with all this new stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I always love to see what people do with the items. But that's been a bit out about Lockram. Been busy running about, making changes. But
Yeah, it's been really cool.
have you had any
No.
nobody?
I had a campsite villager on the day that the update came through, and I'm pretty sure I went to see who it was, but I can't remember who it was now. Sorry. That probably means that it was a jock and that I walked straight out. Oh, it might have been, I think it was Samson actually. And I was like, oh, what a cute little guy this Samson is. And then he was like, I remember now, he was like, Railby seems like the perfect place for Muay Thai. And I was like, right, jock. See ya.
Oh,
But no.
so you could have had a mouse as well on your island.
Yeah, he looks super cute as well. No new movement, but I'm guessing there might be some amiibo moving in the next few days.
Yeah, I've got some supposed to be getting delivered today as well. I'm quite excited to see who I get.
It's so exciting.
I'm quite looking forward to the NPCs characters as well.
I'll get them in for coffee.
Yep.
Yeah. Me too. Be great. Oh, well, a big thanks to Brewster for letting us host our Pear Tree podcast in the Roost this week. That's very nice of him.
It was.
He hasn't been very busy though, has he? Poor pigeon.
I think he's been listening along.
I just think he's been eavesdropping.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Oh, well, this has been really cool. I'm just loving playing at the moment. It's been really good, and it's been great to share some of that joy with you and have a chat this week.
Yeah, thank you, and I'm looking forward to seeing all your villager homes
Mm.
in the days to come.
Cool.
Thanks for having me, Luke. Thanks everyone for listening.
You're welcome.
If you'd like to continue the chat, you can always join us on our Discord channel and on social media, as well as our Patreon if you would continue to support the podcast.
Lovely. Cool, yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great week, all. Bye.
Bye. I've just been like waiting to do that since
Brilliant.
I said hello.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.